Okay, so who all are there with in the session today? Shall we start our discussion? So this is the second day of the workshop, and hope you got a very good understanding about the current affairs, how to address it, what to do, what not to do, how to extract information, how to extract arguments, how to analyze the information. You must have got to know about the case studies, examples, from ethics point of view, from GS1, 2, 3, 4, and from your optional point of view. So did you get clarity? GSS?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, just now I'm starting
So we
preparation,
have
sir. Right from August I
Fida,
started.
we have Khushi, we have Pawan. Pawan, were you there yesterday? Khushi and Fida, I'm not very sure you were there or not. So the idea why I'm asking you guys were there or not, because if you have seen the previous day video, the first session of the class, it will be good. If not, accordingly, I will tell you in the same manner. Even if you have not seen the first day video, the first day of the workshop, this is the second day of the current affairs workshop. So if you have not, then accordingly, I will treat you. Accordingly, whatever I'm going to tell, I will modify it. So it will be good if you all tell me, like GSS has told that he or she has attended. No, I didn't attend the yesterday's session. Okay, Khushi, no problem. Accordingly, we'll take it forward. Others, Pawan and Fida. Come on, guys, I like interaction. And it will be good for you also that somebody is interacting and teaching you. And then the whole seminar, whole workshop, it will become more live and more meaningful, right? Okay, how many of you have given mains before? The people who are present today, how many of you have given mains earlier? Pawan, Khushi, GSS, Fida, and others. Gave prelims but no mains. Okay, no problem, Fida. Khushi, what about you? Pawan, GSS. I'm 18, sir. Just now starting my preparation. Glad to know that. GSS, where are you from? Pawan, you have given prelims. Okay, glad to know that you have attended. You are just 18, and happy to know that you have watched yesterday's session and you found it meaningful, you found it useful. So I appreciate your maturity. Khushi, you are also 18. Okay, glad to know that. So where are you from, Khushi and GSS? Okay, Pawan and Fida have given prelims but not given mains. Okay, no problem. So accordingly, since now I got to know, GSS, you are from Tamil Nadu. Okay, Khushi, where are you from? Rajasthan. Pawan and Fida? Okay, so GSS is from Chennai. Now I got to know about you. Accordingly, I will either tone down or accordingly, I will modify the session. Okay, so we'll proceed like that. Your full name is GSS Aiswar. Okay. Fida is from Maharashtra. Pawan, where are you from? Okay, so Pawan, Fida, and Khushi, since Aishwar has already watched the video, the first day video, it is already uploaded on the Selfprep YouTube channel, and they have also provided the details of the YouTube video in the channel. So you can go through that link. You will find it useful and you will get an idea of how to cover current affairs from the newspaper and why it is important. Okay, today what we are going to do in the it is the second day of the workshop, and the purpose was that we will attend one issue and we'll see that how to cover it in holistic manner. And what we are going to see, we were supposed to take doubts. So if you have any doubts, you please share your doubts. And then there was a session on live answer writing. So how many of you are ready for the live answer writing? All of you, those who are present, how many of you are ready for the answer writing? So we have Roshni. Roshni, I think you were there yesterday, if I'm not wrong. Yes, very good. So Roshni, have you given mains earlier? Okay, no problem. But was yesterday's session helpful for you? Did you get some maturity? Did you get some understanding that how to cover, what to do, what not to do? Okay, glad to know that. So what we are going to do today, we will start, yesterday I told that we will proceed with one topic and we'll see how to cover it in holistic manner. Okay, and that too, whatever is there in news, that only we are going to take. So we'll start with our topic for the day. So today we are going to discuss about India Maldives. Maldives was in news. Why it is in news? Because recently President Soli, the president of Maldives, President Soli has visited India, and Indian Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, and President Soli, they have signed 6 agreements. So how should you see it? Whenever you get this news, then you will definitely read about the news, about the current affairs aspect and the different agreements. What is the purpose of the visit? What is the outcome of the visit? What has been signed? So all these things you will read and you will get to know about the information. So whenever you are covering any newspaper, and what you should do, you should cover it in a holistic manner. That is 360-degree approach. So whenever we are talking about 360-degree approach, the first step should be to know it, that why it is in news. You should know the context of it. When you will know the context, then only you will be able to understand it. So let's see what is the context in which we should know. So the context is 6 agreements has been signed. Khushi and Aishwar, please let me know if I am not making sense to you, or if you are not able to understand. Please let me know. Accordingly, I will tell you. And you both mentioned that you are 18. So have you done your class 12th and have you started your graduation? Okay. So 6 agreements has been signed. Very good. So 6 agreements has been signed. What are these agreements? So cyber security agreements is one of the aspects, and both the sides have signed the cyber security agreement, keeping in mind the nature of crimes which are increasing. That too, it is transnational crimes and terrorism is happening. So transnational crime is there. No more physical boundaries are a barrier, or physical boundary is not a barrier at all. It is not being considered. Now we are going, there is an era of cyber terrorism, cyber war. So technology is playing very important role. IS is using technology in order to brainwash the people, to radicalize people, to motivate them to join their groups. So both the countries have come up with a cyber security agreement in order to strengthen their steps towards the transnational crimes and terrorism in Indian Ocean region. Within Indian Ocean region, whatever crimes are happening, it is with respect to that, to put a check on transnational crimes and terrorism. Also, there are agreements which has been signed with respect to women and child development, with respect to disaster management, with respect to infrastructure development. So overall developmental aspect has been also taken care. Since Maldives is an island nation, there they are talking about disaster management, because in future climate change is happening, and that climate change is going to increase the sea level. So it might happen that even Maldives will be affected by it. Since the extreme weather pattern we are observing, cyclones are increasing. Already Maldives has experienced tsunami in 2004. So it becomes very important for India and for Maldives also to cooperate with each other for disaster management. It is very important aspect of preparedness. They have to be prepared. They have to be ready for the future. Okay. Next come disaster management and infrastructure. So 6 agreements related to all these dimensions has been signed. This is the first step and first information which you should have. Roshni, am I making sense? Since you were already there, present yesterday. So am I making sense to you? Pawan, were you there yesterday? Okay, great. After knowing this aspect, what should you know? Next, you should know about that what else has been there and why it is in news. So it is in news also because the both leaders, they have launched the Greater Male Connectivity Project, which is also known as GMCP. It is one of the very important infrastructure project for the Maldives. Male, we know that it is the capital city of Maldives, and the area, nearby areas, they are being connected through bridges, through roads, through causeways. So Greater Male Connectivity Project is related to that, and India has invested there. India has given $500 million to fund this project for this project development. So this project was launched when Honorable President Soli visited India. India has also given $100 million worth line of credit. So my dear Khushi and Aishwar, it might happen that these keywords will not make sense to you because these are technical keywords. Whenever you will prepare for the exam, you will read it under economy, the basic concepts of economy. What is the meaning of line of credit? You will read there. Okay. So don't worry, even if it is not making sense to you, just understand that $100 million money India has given to Maldives. Like this, we extend different types of aids, grants, packages for the infrastructure development. Since we are capable for that, so we are offering that help. Okay. Next is India has also gifted the landing assault craft. It is a ship which has a facility for landing. So already India had given it in the past, and this time also they have gifted it for the second time. So second landing assault craft. Assault means related to war facilities, related where war features are there, incorporated there. So assault, attack. It is related to war, attacking capabilities. So assault craft. So that has been also extended. India has also gifted 24 utility vehicles for the Maldivians National Defense Force for their day-to-day purposes. Also, India was the first country. This Maldives president has recognized that India was the first country to provide Covishield vaccine during the pandemic times. So they are very grateful for this gesture of India. So because of all these, President Soli's visit becomes very important, and that to keeping in mind that what all we have done and why India is important for Maldives. So this is just we are discussing why it is in news. Now the next step towards covering any issue holistically is that after knowing why it is in news, you should focus on other aspects. Now, this much is only in news. What you should do next is now you go on covering the issue in a holistic manner. So next step in covering the issue in a holistic manner would be that you should know a brief history, brief timeline of our relationship. In past, how our relationship has been. Okay? Am I making sense to all of you? Especially Aishwar and Khushi. And I think more people have joined. Okay. So those who have joined, how many of you were there yesterday? So that Anita, Catherine, Hanisha, NS, Ravi, Srija, were you all there yesterday? Okay, glad. So if it's making sense, I'm happy. If not, if there is any confusion, please let me know. Okay, great, NS. Now, brief timeline of the history we should know. So let's start understanding that how far we should go. So our relationship started since 1965. In 1965, Maldives got independence from the Britishers. Till that time, they were under British control. So we started recognizing it because we also got our independence from the Britishers in 1947, and we recognized it because we understand the importance of independence. We understand the importance of decolonization. right? So we supported that. We were the first country to recognize its independence, and since then only we started our diplomatic relationship. So this is the first step after the independence. However, our relationship is even further old. We share linguistic affinity, ethnic affinity, closeness is there, cultural closeness is there, religious closeness is there, commercial links are there. So definitely it is more old, but we will start from here because we are going to write an answer. We should know it from answer writing point of view. So we have our own limitation. Okay. Now, this is the first thing which you should know. Then in 1976, there was only one dispute between India and Maldives that was related to Minicoy Island. So Minicoy, where is it? Prelims question. How many of you know where is the Minicoy Island? Minicoy Island is located in India, in Maldives, Malaysia, Mauritius. Anyone? Come on. Lakshadweep. Very good, Roshni. So it is part of Lakshadweep. But in 1976, Maldives was claiming, he was claiming the authority over, territorial authority over Minicoy Island. So we opposed that, we resolved it, and finally we were able to resolve this dispute, and we resolved it through Maritime Boundary Treaty. This here there will be Y treaty in 1976. So we signed this treaty, and as part of that, we resolved the only dispute which was there, territorial dispute was there between India and Maldives. Next, in 1988, Operation Cactus was there. Operation Cactus was conducted by Indian Army. So what happened? Even after independence, there were events of political instability in Maldives. Until now, they experience this political instability. And time to time, there have been efforts of political coup in Maldives. Coup means, let's say if I am ruling today, then my opponents, they will try to overthrow me forcefully through violence. So that is called as coup. Okay. So that is the, in order to tackle that coup attempt, Operation Cactus was conducted by Indian Army, and their Indian Army supported it, and they avoided this coup attempt. So that is how even we played important role, and that is recognized by Maldives for this gesture. In 2004, when tsunami came, at that time we were the first country to provide assistance during tsunami, disaster relief, rehabilitation, rescue, whatever the basic necessities. We were the first country to respond during tsunami time. We offered our help. Since 2014, when Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji's tenure started, since then we have closely associated because of our India's neighborhood first policy. That is our foreign policy. I hope I am making sense. Foreign policy is related to how we associate or how we describe our relations with other countries. So since then, our this 2014 starting, we started this focus of neighborhood first policy. So India's neighborhood first policy, Maldives is very important plays very important role in this whole policy because they are in our neighborhood only. And also Sagar initiative of India, that is security and growth for all in the region, in Indian Ocean region. It was also started, and there also Maldives plays very important role, very crucial role. So because of this, our focus towards Maldives has also changed. However, we always took them whenever they needed us. We were also there. Whenever we needed them, they were also there. In 2014, there was a water crisis as well. So at that time also, India was the first country to provide the help related to water. Okay, so next step after knowing any current aspect of between any news, we should know a bit of history. And especially whenever we are talking about international relation, we have seen that how India and Maldives were in news. Now we should know that what is the timeline of our relationship. Only if you know this much, that is more than sufficient. There is no need to worry about that I should know it holistically. I should prepare 2 pages note on relationship only, and that to history, because you will be, you won't be able to remember it, and you will be not able to reproduce it in the answers. ठीक है? Sir, is it necessary to remember the yes? Definitely. Definitely GSS. Now let's say if I ask you, Ashwar, that when you were born, in which year you gave your 10th, in which year you gave your class 12th, when your parents got married. So in order to understand your history, I should know the years. So these years are very important. Why it is important to know that when India got independence, and this year we are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, 75 years of independence. So it is important. If we will not know, then we will not be able to address the issues effectively. India-Pakistan relation, we should know that when all, in which years the war, 1962, 1965, 1999, we should know कि कब कब war हुआ है, right? Okay, great. After this, we should know areas of cooperation. Another step, whenever we are covering any issue holistically, it is another step to cover the issues in holistic manner. And how that would be possible? That would be possible when we know that where all we are collaborating. Okay, are we good till here? Great. So let's see the areas of cooperation. So what I have done and what you should do, this is important tip for you, that whenever you are covering any information, you categorize it. You don't remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like this. You should not remember the points. You should remember that we are cooperating with each other under different subhead. Diplomatic relation is there, economic relation is there, cultural affinity is there, okay, technology collaboration is there. Like that, we will have different categories and subheads which will make our job easy to remember and to write it effectively in the examination hall. So what is that? So the first category is diplomatic relation. Under that, what all you should know? Under that, now this is your dimension. Under that, you write points in order to substantiate this dimension. Are we good till here? So Maldives has been supporting India at United Nations, NAM, Non-Allied Movement, SAARC, Commonwealth. So wherever our concerns are there at international fora, international platform, there Maldives have been supporting us, our concerns, our causes. They have been supporting. They have even co-sponsored the G4 draft resolution on UNSC reform. So we all know that India wants to bring change, reforms in the functioning of UNSC, especially the members, representation. We are very vocal about the representation and the reforms which are required in UNSC, because they are not representing the true concern, or they are not, true representation is not happening of all the countries, of all the region. Only developed countries are playing very important role, and only 5 nations are there, permanent members are there in UNSC, who are taking dominant position, or they are influencing the decisions. When United Nations is the group of, or it is representative of all the nation, then why should only 5 people there should be there in the permanent United Nations Security Council? So we are very vocal for those reforms. And there also the Maldives, they have co-sponsored the G4 draft resolution. So when you will read about G4, then you will get this clarity that what is G4. This is a group which is very vocal for UNSC reforms. Are we good till here? Everyone? Next. India also supports Maldives. So sometimes they will support us, sometimes we will support them. So India also supports Maldives' candidature for non-permanent seat in UNSC in 2019-20. So UNSC, they have certain permanent representatives and certain non-permanent representatives. There will be rotation between the non-permanent seats. So for that, India was very vocal that Maldives should get representation in 2019 and 20. It means that sometimes they support us and we will support them. So this is how our diplomatic relations our diplomatic relation has evolved over a period of time, and this is how we are collaborating with each other. Okay, have we got good till here? Have you got to know? Are you guys understanding that how you should write the dimension and how you should present your points? These specific points are very important. If you will not know, then you won't be able to substantiate it. Okay, everyone, समझ में आ रहा है आप लोगों को? Let's make it interactive. Even if you have any doubt, please ask. I will be happy to resolve your doubts. Next area of cooperation which we should know is related to economic and trade. So we should know it properly, that in economy and trade where we are collaborating and what all we are doing. So the first point which we should know is that we signed one trade agreement in 1981 where we discussed that the export of essential commodities will be allowed, and it provides for the export of essential commodities. So that is possible because of this trade agreement. Okay. Then we have, whenever you are discussing any relation, then you should know about the bilateral trade between two countries. India, China, what is the bilateral trade? Is there any trade deficit, trade surplus, or what is the amount? So with respect to India and Maldives, the bilateral trade stands at $300 million, not billion, million in 2021. With this, you will be able to understand the volume of trade which is happening between two countries. When you will get the data of India and China or India and USA, then you will be able to understand the depth of our economic relation. For that reason, we should have this data to analyze the points, to substantiate our points. Otherwise, our points will be very hollow. It will not make sense. India imports metal scrap from Maldives. And what do we export? We export engineering, industrial, agriculture produce, drugs, medicines, radar, equipment, and cement for infrastructure development. So that is, we are exporting. And for the local development, for the development of the local businesses, SBI, State Bank of India, since 1976, okay? Since 1974, they have been providing loan assistance for the promotion of the resorts who are functioning there. We know that Maldives is one of best spot for tourism. Tourists, Indian tourists, they also visit Maldives. So we have a lot of resorts. Hospitality sector is growing there. So there, SBI is providing loan assistance since 1974 for the resort development, island resorts, for marine products, for business enterprises. So that way you can also analyze. So this is fact. This fact is telling us that Indian PSUs are playing a role in the development of other countries as well. That is the success of Indian PSUs. Our Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, he told that PSUs are the temple of modern India. So there you can take the help of this point and substantiate it. Next, very recently, Maldives requested that in order to overcome their economic problems, which was there because of COVID pandemic lockdown, they wanted to recover. So for that recovery, they wanted money. So they requested India, and India provided it as a budgetary support. $1.4 billion money budgetary support has been given, has been offered to Maldives at very low interest rate with long duration of paying it back. After 10 years only any interest will start. So like that after 10 years only they have to give back. So the terms and condition of the funds which we are giving will be very friendly, and it not be like a torture, that very high interest rate, or since they are our neighbors, so out of goodwill gesture we are doing this. Also we have currency swap of $400 million. Okay. concessional loans of worth 800 million US dollar we have offered for the development of their infrastructure, for their economy, employment opportunity. So time to time, India has been offering assistance, monetary assistance through different modes: currency swap, concessional line of credit, budgetary support. Okay. Next, so till now we were discussing under the head of economy and trade. Now we will discuss under the infrastructure development what all projects are important. Now you must be having this doubt, sir, if do we need to remember the names of the infrastructure projects which are going on in different countries? Why do we need to remember when we are not able to remember the names of the projects in our country itself? It is important because there the projects will be limited, and it tells about India's role. Chahbar Port, Sri Lanka mein we are doing something, in Maldives we are doing something. So it becomes very, Nepal if we are doing something, Bhutan, Bangladesh. So it becomes important because there our role will be very minimal, and if we remember it, then we will be able to substantiate this argument that how India's soft power diplomacy is playing major role or important role in the development of our neighboring countries. So what all infrastructure development projects are there where we are supporting? Let's have a look. So in 1995, we started, the first project was the Indira Gandhi Memorial Hospital was established for their hospital to improve their health infrastructure. So for that, Indian grant was given, Indian grant assistance was given to them. Then India Maldives Faculty of Hospitality and Tourism Study in 2002 was established. Why? Because we know that tourism is one of the important, not one of the, it is dominant role playing in Maldivian economy. Okay, so for that reason it is very important. We have in very recently in March 2022 itself, we have started this National Center for Police and Law Enforcement was established, and the purpose is there also Government of India has given grants, and this purpose is for the police and law enforcement agencies related development, capacity building. Okay, so this was inaugurated by our External Affairs Minister in 2022. Then there is another project which is going on, ADDU development project, and this has also been started in March 2022. So this ADDU development project is related to development of road and a region in Maldives. And the whole purpose is that this infrastructure project is important because with this, the southern region of the Maldives will become a hub. It will become a southern regional hub. Abhi, by looking at these points, you will not be able to remember. It must be sounding Greek and Latin to some of you. Sir, what you are talking about? So let me show it with the help of map. And that is how you should also cover. Whenever you are covering it with the proper understanding, then you will always remember it. So let's have a look. So this is the map of Maldives. My question to all of you, it is prelims question. Maldives is a continental island, coral island. Now you have, if you know a bit of map reading, you can tell it. Is it a coral island? It is a continental island? Is it a volcanic island? Chalo, tell me within these three options itself. So ADDU, this is equator. ADDU is located south of equator. Now, Maldives is starting from here till here, and this ADDU's location is very strategic. It is southernmost part of Maldives. So if some infrastructure project is going on there, then that area will has a potential to become hub in future. So southern regional hub of Maldives. That's why we are also investing, we are also supporting the infrastructure project there. So none of you have replied my answer. Sorry, my question. Abhishek, Catherine, Shrija, Roshni, can anyone please reply? and tell that what kind of island is Maldives? Coral, Roshni? Yes. So whatever you are seeing here, these are coral atolls. Khushi and Aishwar, when you will read about corals, then there you will find there are 3 different types of coral reefs. So there you will get to know about these atolls, fringing. Okay, when you will prepare in geography, then you will get to know. Got it? So got to know the importance of ADDU developmental project. So now you have a look. ADDU developmental project. Here we have ADDU. And that is the purpose that it will become in future a southern regional hub. And we are supporting that. Next, there are other projects under infrastructure development which we should know. That is cancer hospital, which is proposed. And the idea is that this cancer hospital become a hub, will become a point of contact, and it will provide support to 150 other hospital facilities, health centers in Maldives. Okay, so this is also proposed, and it will be connecting their 150 plus health center on different islands, various islands. So Maldives is not like India. It is not a continuous stretch of land. So they are different. There are different islands. Okay. Also, there is a cricket stadium which is proposed, and which was proposed, and it has been already started during our external affairs minister's visit in 2019. The name of the project is Hulu Male Cricket Stadium. What is the purpose? Whenever you get to know about anything, don't leave it there. Try to analyze it. Hulu Male Cricket Stadium is important because we are already talking about tourism. Major dominant role played in Maldivian economy is tourism sector is playing very important role and dominant role. So they want to also capitalize on sports tourism. For that, they need to have sufficient infrastructure facilities so that they can support the activities, the sports activities. So that has been also built. Guli Falu Port Project. There also India is providing, India is working, and India has provided loans, line of credit, and it is very important part of the Greater Male Connectivity Project. Again, I will say that don't stop here. You take the help of maps. So how will you understand it? When you take the help of map, then only you will understand. So these are atolls. Here is India, and this is the map of Maldives. So Male is the capital. Male is located on this island. Below, if you will see this is east and this is west, keeping in mind map. So west of Male is Willingili, Guli Fau, Tila Fushi. So these are islands. In order to provide a connectivity to these islands through bridges, through roadways, through causeways, India is funding, India is financing. India has provided the line of credit and support in order to develop this project. So that's why this is what we are calling it as a Great Male Project. And here we have Guli Fau Port Project, which will decongest the Male port. The ports near the Male area, they will be decongested and the traffic will be diverted to this port. So are you understanding that why these decisions will be taken, these strategic decisions will be taken in order to improve any particular area? There is a lot of thought process behind it. For strategic importance, for economic importance, for the importance of the development of people. So a lot of thought will be there behind it. Okay, everyone, are you guys understanding? Are we good till here? For how many of you it is interesting? And how many of you are finding it boring? Boring in the sense, not because of me, boring, so much of names to remember. Is it important to remember? Yes, it is very important to remember this. Because we are preparing for one exam where the competition is cutthroat, and it is all about your writing skill. And if you want to excel, then you need to excel in your writing skill. सर काइंडली स्पीक टाइम्स इन हिंदी ऑल्सो। अभिषेक जी मैं बोल सकता हूं हिंदी में, लेकिन समस्या यह है कि बहुत सारे लोग तमिलनाडु से भी हैं, उनको हिंदी समझने में काफी समस्या होगी। ठीक है, तो मेरा निवेदन है कि इसको इंग्लिश में ही रखते हैं, हिंदी का सेशन अलग से ही रखेंगे, वो ज्यादा हमारे लिए बेहतर होगा, ताकि हिंदी वाले लोगों को उसमें हेल्प मिले, इंग्लिश वालों को इंग्लिश में हेल्प मिले। ठीक है, तो और द पीपल हु आर राइटिंग द एग्जाम इन इंग्लिश मीडियम ओनली, फॉर देम, इवन आप हिंदी बैकग्राउंड से हैं, मेरी रिक्वेस्ट यही रहेगी कि आप इंग्लिश में ही सुने, इंग्लिश में ही पढ़ें, इंग्लिश में ही लिखें, अदरवाइज फिर हम अच्छे से नहीं कर पाते हैं, फिर राइट वर्ड्स नहीं आते हैं। ठीक है, हाउ मच यू कवर द करंट अफेयर? Abhishek, I didn't get your question, so can you please rephrase it? And Abhishek, I think you are attending today only. Did you attend the first session, yesterday's workshop? There we have discussed all these things. Okay, now we will discuss, we'll proceed. Okay, ठीक है, we will take the doubts later in the later part of the, in the last. So let me cover this issue and then we will take it. Okay, Abhishek? So till here we have discussed infrastructure development. What is it, why it is important, and the areas of cooperation which we should know between India and Maldives. Next area of cooperation which we should know is security. So with respect to security, the first point which we discussed, that why it was in news, is related to cyber security, we have discussed. And it all started in 2016 when we signed comprehensive action plan. So this comprehensive action plan was with respect to that how defense and security related capabilities, strength will be developed between two countries, and India is playing very important role there, because capacity building of Maldivian force is happening because of Indians, and more than 70% of their defense training requirement is being fulfilled by Indian forces, by India. Okay, that's why it is important. Also, time to time, we conduct joint exercises of Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, be it Dosti or equivalent. In prelims, they give this information that this particular military exercise is conducted between these two countries. Match the following, or is it correct or not? In 2022, they have changed this pattern. No match the following, already given. You have to tell whether it is correct or not. Okay, so be very alert with respect to what types of questions are being asked in the exam. Okay, and this operation shield is the very recent one. For mains point of view, even if you know 1 or 2 points, that is sufficient enough to substantiate your point, to support your points and arguments. Annual defense cooperation dialogue. So defense secretary level, annual defense cooperation dialogue happens everywhere at the level of the defense security. So there also we are collaborating and we are discussing the needs and we are providing the demand and supply accordingly. Also, the forces, the defense forces are being trained for the disaster management, be it humanitarian assistance and disaster relief activities, that is HADR related activities, pollution control. So Indian Coast Guard provides very good assistance and training to the coast guards of Maldivian forces in order to handle the HADR and pollution control related activities. So it is all capability based approach where we are training them in order to become self-sufficient to manage their security related challenges. And that is also very important, because we will understand as one of the issue that how ISIS is slowly, gradually, their presence in Maldives is creating not only security threat, but it is also creating a political instability, situation of political instability there. करेंगे एक एक करके discuss. Are we good till here? Abhishek, are you understanding? Are we good till here? We have understood different types, different dimensions of the heads under which we should discuss the areas of cooperation. Next area of cooperation is related to tourism. Okay, good, Abhishek. So next is tourism. So tourism plays very important role. This is already we have seen 75% of Maldives GDP is dependent upon tourism. And what role India is playing there? So India in 2018, India India was the fifth largest source of tourist arrivals. Almost in 2022, it is 15% share. India's share in their tourist arrival is almost 15%. So tourism is one dimension through which we should analyze our areas of cooperation. Next, education and diaspora. So we have reserved 10 seats per year for the Maldivian students, where we have reserved it for within our India Science and Research Fellowship is there. So we have a program, India Science and Research Fellowship program, through which we are providing 10 seats per year to Maldives for their development of science and technology. Okay. And we have approached 27,000 of diaspora is there. Indians are there who are working there in Maldives. They are working in different sectors. So they are working as doctors, nurses, teachers, unskilled workers, and business community. So their Indians are also present and they are providing, they are doing their work. So whenever you are talking about people-to-people exchange, people-to-people cooperation or diaspora, so make use of this point, make use of this understanding. Now, what all we have done till here? Anyone? Whenever we are talking about 360-degree approach, so first step was that why this information was in news. Next, we discussed that it was in news, and now we should know the timeline of the relationship. And then we started analyzing the areas of cooperation. We should not stop here. There would be certain issues between two countries. We should also understand the issues. So what are the issues? The first issue is related to Islamic radicalization because of the presence of ISIS madrasas, Pakistani madrasas, and they are fueling the protests. Sir, I want to know that why we only focus on Maldives related news only. I think we move ahead to capture some other important current affairs. My dear Abhishek, so this is a current affairs workshop. Yesterday, whatever we are talking, you are saying, we have already covered. We have already discussed that these 11 topics were in news, and we discussed few examples and case studies from the current affairs that how should we extract. And important activity which I told yesterday that we will do is, I will teach you, I will empower you to think how to cover the current affairs in a holistic manner. So this is the exercise which I am doing, through which I am demonstrating that this is one topic, how you shall prepare. Okay? ठीक है अभिषेक? तो यहाँ हम बस यही सीख रहे हैं कि एक टॉपिक को कवर कैसे करना चाहिए. So this workshop, the purpose is to empower you, to give you tools कि जब आप अपनी self study कर रहे हो या पढ़ाई कर रहे हो current affairs की, then how should you do it? Okay? नहीं, there is no need to be sorry. मतलब you are asking and you should know it. It is your right. So don't be sorry for that. The purpose is this. And पढ़ो, अच्छे से पढ़ो, because there is a live answer writing session as well today. So we will see that even though we know a lot of things, but when it comes to writing, why we still hesitate to write. And I will request all of you, show some courage, and whatever answer writing session will be there, you do write it. Then only you will overcome the fear of that. Okay, let's resume. So Islamic radicalization is there. ISIS, Pakistani madrasas, they are playing an important role in radicalization and motivating the youth. And they are playing a role in brainwashing the youth. And they are also supporting, they are also organizing the protests related to anti-India campaign. China's dominance is there. China is playing a very important role by giving grants and soft loans to for the infrastructure. They have already in the past supported Friendship Bridge, which is connecting Male to the airport. So they have China Maldives Friendship Bridge. So that is also funded by China. There are other projects where airport development or resort development, there also Chinese money is involved, Chinese finances are involved. So we need to counter it, because if China is playing any role in infrastructure development or they are investing, it means there is some hidden agenda. they have already their string of pearls theory, through which they want to increase their dominance in Indian Ocean region. So for them, Maldives is just one tool to fulfill their agenda. But we will discuss that is not sustainable. Okay. Political instability situation is there in Maldives. Sometimes one party will come in power and they will be pro-India. Before that, the parties who were in power, they were anti-India, they were pro-China. But in our neighborhood, if China's dominance is increasing, then it is not good. So we need political stability there. We need political people to remain in power who are supporting India. Okay, when we say supporting India, it is not blindly supporting India. It means we are helping them. Definitely we are helping them. They should also help us. And there should be a scenario of political stability, because if there will be any political instability, it will lead to vacuum, where the anti-state elements will fill that gap and they will try to propagate their propaganda, which is most of the time anti-India. समझ में आ रहा है why? Anti-India sentiment already is there. There are parties who have ran this campaign, India Out campaign. Also, there is one project, UTF project, where India is playing important role. India is financing that project. But initially, the purpose was that it will be a harbor project for the requirement of the Maldivian forces. But some of the people, some of the political parties are projecting it like this, that India is developing this project for their own vested interest. So definitely there will be anti-India sentiment. So where is this project? So here we have Malé, and almost northwest of Malé we have this Utru Tila Falu, that is UTF harbor project is being built. समझ में आ रहा है थोड़ा थोड़ा, स्वल्पा, kuncham, or whatever in regional languages? Are you guys understanding that how shall we cover it holistically? So this is all about issues. But whenever you are covering it in 360-degree manner, any issue, don't stop here. You should also know the way forward. So the way forward should be that whenever any country is between, you are talking about relation between two countries, it should be futuristic. The relation should be so deep that we are not fighting over issues. And that is only possible when we have economic cooperation. We should explore, already we are exploring that how seafood from Maldives can be exported to India. What all infrastructure development can be supported there so that it will lead to good economic development there. People will be engaged, people will get development, and people will get employment. They will be not dissatisfied. They will not join ISIS. They will not join Pakistani madrasas. They will not join anti-India campaign, because they will have something to do. They will have some work. They will have some projects. They will have employment. ठीक है? India's private sector also should actively engage. So this is one of the dimensions which you can write, that active involvement of India's private sector, like SBI has involved. So if Indian private sector, Indian private community also gets involved, then it will be beneficial for India also. It will be beneficial for the Maldivian economy, Maldivian people as well. So this is one dimension you should write as a way forward. Next, you talk about that how crucial and how important role Maldives is playing in Indo-Pacific region. And for us also, we are talking about Sagar, we are talking about blue economy. Then we also need assistance, we also need partners in the Indian Ocean region. So both the countries should have a vision for Indo-Pacific region, for maritime security, to deal with piracy or dominance by any particular country, for other strategic engagements like economy, the polymetallic nodules, development of technology, offshore wind energy, or putting a check on the growth of any countries, increasing dominance in the region. So here we talk about strategic engagements. Then you talk about climate change and disaster management. It is a futuristic problem. The problem we have started already facing the heat, but it is still one of the problem where we need to collaborate. The climate change is the real issue, and we need to collaborate so that we can address each problems with the help of each other. In future, if climate change will happen, the sea level will increase, Maldives land will get submerged, there will be a problem of environmental refugees. Where those environmental refugees will go? We should think over it. So India and Maldives are already negotiating over it. Okay, so we should collaborate, and we should be, Maldives being an island nation, they are very vocal about it, and India is already very active with respect to climate action. So if you don't know, then let me tell about myself. Okay, I have not given my introduction because I thought I already given yesterday. So I'm the founder and CEO of Arete Academy. So Arete Academy YouTube channel is there. There we conduct the daily current affairs and other courses are there. So as part of our daily issue analysis, the name of the initiative is DIA, Daily Issue Analysis. So there we are taking issues like this and we are analyzing in a holistic manner. So in yesterday's video on itself, I have analyzed India's climate action. So there I have discussed about India's climate action, so that you can see that how active India is with respect to its targets and commitments. Okay, so these are issues, and this is how you will write the way forward. And with this, you will end. And with this, we discuss about how to cover any issue in a holistic manner. So yesterday when I told that we will take one issue and we will understand that how to prepare any notes around that or information around that from exam point of view in holistic manner, in 360-degree manner. So I meant this way. This is for international relation. Like this, whatever issue is going on, don't just read the issue, cover it in holistic manner so that it will make sense to you. Am I clear on this? Everyone, all those who are present? Abhishek, Catherine, Aishwar, Khushi and Aishwar, especially you both, please let me know, are you guys understanding? Because you are the youngest people to join, and thanks to Selfprep that Selfprep is reaching out to you guys at this young age, providing you guidance. And through Selfprep, you have met me also. Okay, Roshni. Yes. Good. Especially Khushi and Aishwar, was it bouncer for you? Or you were able to grasp, you were able to correlate? Were you able to comprehend? Abhishek, did you get? How shall we do? Were able to grasp, sir? Very good. I'm glad. Abhishek, did you get to know that how we should understand any topic or cover any topic? 80% of it? Yeah, I understand, Khushi. There were certain technical terms which are subject specific. So, but 80% is very good number at this young age. 18 years of age, if you are able to understand all these words, that is good. No problem. You can reach out to us anytime, any problem, you can reach out to us. Yesterday's video, I have provided my Telegram ID also, my email ID also. So feel free to discuss, or Selfprep is already there. So time to time, they will also come up with different programs, different videos, guidance. Already they are also putting it on their app and their Telegram channel. So make use of it. I join in between, but after that, what I have seen, I grabbed, should I get this recorded class? Yeah, you will get it. You will get it. Okay. So it will be uploaded on Selfprep's YouTube channel. So there you will understand it. Do watch yesterday's video since you were already part of it. So no problem. Now this one topic is done. How to cover it in a holistic manner. This we have done. Now next agenda of today's workshop is that how to make notes from the current affairs. So that we will understand. In order to make current affairs note, we should the first aspect is that we should make our own notes on daily basis from the newspaper. Initially, it is going to take time. When I started it, I started my The Hindu newspaper reading at 10 o'clock early in the 10 a.m. in the morning, and I continued till 5 o'clock in the evening. Why? Because till that time, the problem was that I was not able to find it out, that how to figure it out, what is important, what is not important. Okay? Yes, I took time because I was not familiar with the syllabus. I was not familiar with what is important, what is not. Even I was reading obituary section. So the importance for what I am trying to take in initial days, notes making will take time. If you have watched yesterday's video or you were there in yesterday's session, you have to take the help of syllabus. If you are thorough with the syllabus, then you will know what is important and what is not important. And by the way, sir, is there any initiative should start in your YouTube channel to those aspirants who focus in 2023 UPSC? Yes. YouTube channel already, this DIA initiative is going on. You take care, you go revise it, you go through it. We are also providing our handwritten notes. So you go through it, Abhishek. You find Arete Academy, YouTube, Arete Academy Telegram channel. So you will get it. Or if you have my Telegram ID, you can message me. So initially, it will take time. But if you are thorough with the syllabus, then you will know that how to make your notes on daily basis. But make your own notes. Don't rely on any compilation. The way I have told you yesterday that why compilations should not be preferred over daily reading of newspapers, I hope you got the clarity. Whenever you are making notes, make the notes separately for prelims and separately for mains. This is very important. When you will make it separately for prelims and mains, then only you will be able to effectively revise it, because the requirement of prelims is different: conceptual clarity, factual understanding. But for mains, we need to have analytical understanding. We need to have examples, data, case studies in order to substantiate our points. So the notes making approach will be completely different at both the places. The way we have discussed the India-Maldives issue, this is from mains perspective. If you have attended yesterday's session, there you will understand that how to cover it in from prelims point of view, only conceptual aspects. Okay, so the approach will be different. Now it comes that how it shall be prepared. Shall we prepare it digital or handwritten? I have seen many of my students, they read on daily basis, they will read this whole The Hindu newspaper and they will make notes on A4 sheet. On A4 sheet, they will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you know the syllabus, then maybe the first topic which you are making will be important for GS3. Second topic will be important for GS2 IR part. And you will get some example related to your optional. How are you going to revise it effectively? Because not everything is categorized, not everything is separated. Then you will struggle a lot. Acha, which is there? Kahan pe kaun sa hai? Kaise padna hai? You will just flipping the pages only. But if you make your own notes on digital platform, there are softwares, OneNote, Evernote, but I will recommend OneNote because that is more user friendly. You can categorize it properly. You can make pages, subsections. I will show it to you on the next slide. When we organize it digitally, we can organize it paper-wise, topic-wise, subject-wise, and further topic-wise. So that becomes easy. All women-related issues will be at one place. All India-Maldives will be at one place. India-China will be at one place. President, governor, like this, whatever topics are there in news related to that, whatever you have to prepare, everything will be categorized, well categorized. So it will be more organized. And whenever you are doing in digital format, you just note down whatever is relevant and only that much, whatever you can replicate in the answers and whatever you will be remember for prelims. Since you are making it digitally, there is no pain of writing. Then most of the time we end up copy pasting information I read and copy pasted in the digital notes. It is easy, but very painful when you revise it. because your notes will become bulky and you will not get to know that what is important for you, what is not important for you. Okay. Handwritten notes means practice. Some of my students, they also keep telling this, that sir, handwritten notes are better because we get a practice. Anyways, for answer writing, we have to write and practice, my dear students. For that, test series is there. For that, previous year questions are there. You take previous year question, you join the test series. You will get free questions on the websites. Practice it. For practice purpose, there are questions. Just by writing notes, you will not practice. And that too, the nature of current affairs, the volume, the updates, there will be so many updates. Maybe whatever you have read in India, China in January, there will be another update under India, China in March or in May. How will you cover it? To cover that in more organized and so that the flow is maintained, you need to have the things at one place. Okay. So for that, digital notes are very important. Okay, it will help you. Practice, you make notes of your the static portion, that will be helpful. Revise daily. Whatever notes you are making, you are organizing, revise it on daily basis. Let's say you have made some note on today's current affairs, revise it the same day, revise it weekly. But this advice of daily revision or weekly revision is at most often at any teacher or any topper, they give this advice. But it is one of the most neglected aspect. We don't revise. We think, let's read some other topic, let's read some other aspect that is more important. I might miss on optional, I might miss on, in the same time I will cover some 10 more topics. Don't think like that, because until unless whatever you are covering, you are not revising, then it will not make sense to you. Monthly basis, every month, keep the last day of the month to consolidate your notes and weed out what is important. Even if you have understood it and written the only relevant points and you have not copy pasted it, but still it happens that we end up writing few unnecessary sentences or words or points. Since you are revising it on daily and weekly basis, the month end revision will become more efficient for you. And it will be easy, so that you can weed it out what is not important. Okay? Now we have got to know that this is what all we should do with respect to notes making. Now I will show you how to do that. So related to notes making, you should focus on notes making by taking the help of softwares for digital notes. So here I use OneNote. OneNote is a free software. You just type it, you can make account online, you can download it, you can have it on your laptop or your system, and you can keep updating. So here you can see, you can make these booklets. So here it is sign of booklet and current affairs I have kept. Under that, you can make different sections, 14th April, 15th April, 16th April. And under that also you can have pages, India's growth, economy, geography, polity. So one approach can be that you collect the information day-wise. By the end of the day, when you are revising, you shift the content after reading. For prelims information, let it go in prelims notebook. Under prelims notebook also, you divide the sections: geography, environment, defense, like that, miscellaneous, society, polity, economy, environment. So whatever you are reading on daily basis, you have collected at one place. When you are revising, here you have noted down whatever you have understood. After noting it down, when you are revising by the end of the day, shift it to respective section, be it prelim section, mains GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, or your optional section, or maybe you would have found some good line related to essay, you can shift it there. This is your daily notes making. Or directly you start making GS1, 2, 3, 4, and while reading only you segregate them. So that is also a way. So this is the software and this is how you should make. So Aishwar, did you get to know that how to make notes digitally? Okay. Any confusion with respect to notes making? Please ask your doubts. Sir, there is one request to you. Kindly share a strategy video targeting 2023 UPSC on your YouTube channel, which covers each and every aspect from each GS section to notes making on brief in your channel, which enhances our strategy. Okay, no problem. Very soon we'll make that video. And if you still want that video, I have a video by one of my friend. I'm typing my Telegram ID here. So all those who have any specific doubt, you can ask me later after the class. Okay, any question, any doubts related to answer writing? Sorry, related to notes making, please let me know. Accordingly, we'll proceed. No one? No doubts? Good. Are we good till here? Okay, shall we proceed with the next section? If there is no doubt. Yeah, one doubt, Abhishek. Okay, please ask. Okay, there are 4 doubts. Sir, one doubt, sir, should I start making notes now because I am 18 only? I am asking for current affairs. For current affairs, should I make notes, sir? When you will be giving this attempt, already it will be 18, 19, 21 after 3-4 years you are giving. No, then I will not advise you to make notes. You just watch the videos which we are putting on our YouTube channel, attend such sessions and develop your understanding. Don't make notes. Now, after 2 years, you start making notes. At least be familiar with whatever is happening. I am seeing your doubt. Aishwar, okay. Abhishek, one doubt you told. Where is that doubt? Okay, Abhishek, if you are sending the doubt, it's good. Shall I wait or shall we move? Can I start notes? Okay, sir, how to differentiate between prelims or mains current affairs? Okay, that is the reason I asked, how many of you were present yesterday? In yesterday's session, how many of you were there? Because there, whatever I have discussed yesterday in the workshop, through that, I have already clearly told that what kind of information is important for prelims. For mains, there is a specific syllabus, GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, ethics. Definitely, whenever you are getting across some information related to ethics, that is not important for prelims. Prelims, we have certain specific subjects that is only important. And for prelims, you will just need information, conceptual information, and the conceptual or factual information. So that all these we have discussed yesterday through quiz, the quiz which we took. And we took a lot of examples, case studies, and today we have taken one issue itself in order to understand that how our mains practice or mains current affairs or compilation or question, the coverage should be, what it should look like. Okay. So Abhishek, did you understand that you have to take the help of syllabus here? And with more practice of answer writing of prelims question, you will get to know this difference. This is a difference which we have discussed yesterday, that how you can differentiate between prelims and mains information. So please go through the video again if you have gone already. If you have not gone, then this is what I'm telling you have to do. Take the help of syllabus, go through previous year questions, be it PYQs of prelims or mains, then you will get an understanding clearly that if it is working for you or not. If it is not, then you can approach us anytime with the help of example. You can tell us, yeah, you need to revisit. There we have discussed. Okay, Abhishek? ठीक है, glad. Now, if after making notes, the sample, the revision notes which you are making in the current affairs compilation, which you are making in your OneNote, when your exams are approaching, you should compile them subject wise, GS1, GS2, GS3, or internal security, disaster management, if you are compiling, or from prelims point of view, polity, geography, environment. Later, when the exams are approaching, just 1 month before, you take the printout of these notebooks, and these are my notes with colorful binding, which help me in differentiating which subject is which color is for which subject. And it gives me a satisfaction. These are my notes. I have made it and I'm revising it. Since I'm revising it on weekly basis, daily basis, weekly basis, then monthly basis, then even if I take the printout just 1 month before the examination, it will be easy for me to revise it more effectively, more efficiently. So this is what you should do next. Are we good till here? Any confusion that what you should do with respect to the notes making, which you are doing on daily basis? Okay. So this is what you should do after final notes making. When the exam is approaching, prelims related, all the information will be at one place. You take it, print out subject wise. Mains related, everything will be at one place. You take the printout just before the examination. And still, if it is painful, the reading aspect, sir, I start notes making for history, geography, and polity now. Yes, a static portion you can definitely start, and it will be helpful for you. You can do that. Start with your NCRT, that will be better for you. GSS and I think who was there? We had Khushi. So Khushi, for you, it will be important. And if you think that the current affairs is still painful for you, then let me announce that we are coming up with Arete Current Affairs exclusive program, where we are coming up with two different programs. So one is Arete Current Affairs exclusive. The name we have given is ACE program. Under ACE, we have two components. One is different classroom program, which is a program starting from 15th of August. And another ACE mains test series is there, which is starting from 1st September. So these are the two programs which are Arete Current Affairs exclusive. That is our ACE program. One is teaching method and one is where you're just testing yourself and we are helping you out. So let me briefly tell you about the features. So ACE Classroom has these features where we will conduct 2 weekly classes, and where the classes will be around prelims. It will be prelims and mains oriented. We will teach you with respect to the information which were in news. From prelims point of view, what is important. From mains point of view, what is important. We are covering the mains issue. There will be holistic coverage and it will be issue-based coverage. And notes will be provided for that. For prelims, the way we discussed yesterday, quiz format activity will be there, and there will be a follow-up detailed discussion along with notes. It will happen. And like yesterday we discussed, examples and case studies from the current affairs will be discussed. The application aspect will be discussed, where to use, how to use, that also we will discuss. And the whole program is for 13 months. Starting from 15th of August, it will continue for next 13 months, where right from 15th August till February, we will focus on prelims and mains classes will be included. And in March, April, and May, our next prelims is there in May. So March, April, May, complete 3 months we will dedicate only for prelims. However, we are reading prelims here also, right from 15th August. But complete dedicated prelims classes will be there in March, April, May. And immediately after your prelims, June, July, and August will be completely focused or dedicated for your mains related issues. So that's why it is a 13 months program, 7 plus 3 plus 3. So still, if it is painful for you reading newspaper, extracting information and not understanding the application aspect, then this ACE classroom program is there. ACE classroom module is there. So Arete current affair exclusive classroom module is there for all those. Those who want next level of action, that yes, I know, but I am lacking the application aspect. For them, we have this ACE test series for mains only, because prelims anyways we are covering there. Prelims we are covering through quiz format and detailed discussion and notes. So this ACE test series, here we are coming up with triple M approach, MMM approach. What is triple M approach? So the first is micro. On daily basis, we will be providing you one question and that will be evaluated. So daily practice we are focusing upon. So micro targets will be given. After that, mini targets will be given. Weekly basis, every Sunday, we will have one test with 8 questions for which evaluation and synopsis will be provided. So there we are coming up with weekly test. And in order to test you further, at macro level, we have fortnightly test where again evaluation and synopsis will be provided. So here 8 questions, here 15 questions, and daily basis 1 question. So through this, we would be able to cover more than 700 topics. Yes, topics through these questions. Okay, and you will learn the application aspect. And weekly mentorship session will be there, where weekly we will sit with you, we will analyze your performance, we will take your doubts, we will help you in your holistic preparation. And this program is there for 9 months. It is starting from 1st September. So September, October, November, December, January, February, 6 months. And after prelims, June, July, August, we will continue the same program for those who are joining now. So it will be a 9 months program for them. Okay. So till your next mains, it will be there with you. And you must be wondering that why current affairs specific test series is there? Because as I told you yesterday, that 80% of the questions, be it prelims or mains, they are revolving around current affairs, directly or indirectly. GS2, GS3, GS4, GS1, in mains, even your essays, lot of questions will be there from current affairs. And whenever we are talking about micro daily practice, it is one question daily. My dear students, if you are writing any test series, improvement will not happen. Improvement will happen when you are writing on daily basis. Then only your incremental improvement will happen. You have written something, we are telling you, we are giving you the feedback, you know your mistakes, you will correct it in the next test. You will get evaluated, you will correct it in the next test. And weekly we are sitting with you. So the idea is, the focus is on incremental, slow and steady improvement. We write tests, but we don't know our mistakes. Because we are writing in test series 20 questions. Even though you write 50 tests, but improvement will not happen until unless it is happening in incremental manner. Slow and steady wins the race, right? So that is the objective, that is the approach we are going to follow in this test series. So if you think that you lack application aspect, this program is suitable for you. And now you must be wondering why current affairs specific test series only, because even though it is current affairs specific, current affairs plays very dominant role in our preparation. The questions which are being asked, and through these questions, we are not only preparing current affairs, we will get the art of answer writing, which will help in our static portion as well. Okay? Any confusion till here? Abhishek, we will announce it today. We have not announced. So if you are there on our Telegram channel, you will get to know about this fee and everything. Fee is very minimal because it's well thought. We have also curated it that it should not be painful for students. It's very minimal. Okay. Next, here in test series, we are keeping limited seats only, 20 seats only, because we don't want to compromise with the quality aspect. So we want to work with only few people, and so that it is not burden for us. It is not that our quality will be diluted. So for this, only limited seats are there. Classroom, there is no limitation on the seats. Okay. Anyways, this is for those who are feeling that current affairs is still painful for you. Next agenda of the day is live answer writing. So let me see how many of you are there. And I want all of you to follow. I want all of you to join this live answer writing session. This is something which you already know, so don't hesitate. Even I want Aishwar and Khushi also to write. Whatever it is coming to your mind, you write. For any question, whenever you see any question, there will be there has to be introduction, body, and conclusion. So you write in that manner. Okay. Okay, let me see. There are certain doubts, questions. Yes, sir, we'll write now. Very good, Aishwar. I like the spirit. Okay, can I start making notes for history? Only reading NCERT is enough, sir? I think, Ashwar, we can catch up later for all these specific doubts since you are starting early. So we can catch up later. You have my Telegram ID. You can approach me. We will discuss in detail about how you should proceed from now onwards. Okay, so are we ready for the live answer writing? Catherine. Okay, I was going to call out the name Abhishek. Abhishek, have you left? Shrija, S, Roshni, NS, Khushi, Aishwar, are we ready? Are you all ready to write? Ready? Sirja, ready? Roshni, ready? Catherine? Okay, so the question which I'm going to show you is a 10 marker question. And for that, you will get only 7 minutes to read and write the question. Okay, so that's why I have kept this timer. As soon as I show you the question, this timer will start. Okay. Okay, so this is the question for you. And let's start the timer. You have to read and write in the same minute, 7 minutes. So your time started already. So please write, start writing. Please write, even though if it is not making sense to you, this topic I have taught you today only. So it is not new for you. Push yourself and see what all you can write. Catherine, Aishwar, Sirja, Roshni. Okay, good. Khushi, you also try. NS, you also S, you also try. Think. All these I have taught you today only. You all. So think about introduction, think about body, think about conclusion. And keep a tap on the time. It's 4 minutes only. Okay, so only 2 minutes are left. Try to recall the points which we have discussed today in the class and try to frame your answers. Last 1 minute 25 seconds. Last 20 seconds. Okay, so S and NS have left. We have Catherine, Aishwar, Khushi, Roshni, and Sirja. Now please stop writing. So time's up. Our computer G is now asking us to stop. So please stop. Now let me know how is the experience. Today only I taught you this topic and you have written. How is the experience? All those who are present. And if somebody is watching it as a recorded video, If you are watching it on YouTube or whichever platform you are watching, please share your experience in the comment section and tell. Even after reading it, even after knowing this, it is going in the current affairs. Today we have covered it in holistic manner. How was the experience? Slightly difficult to recollect. It happens. I sure it happens. No problem. Yes. Others? Roshni, Kaitrin, Sirja, Khushi. How about you all? Come on. Share your experiences. It will be good. Or you are still writing? 150 words in 7 minutes is difficult. Time was not sufficient. Challenge, but UPSC gives us that much time only. Only 2 pages they will give us, and we have to write. Difficult to recollect. Sir, require a lot of practice. Yes, it happens. Catherine, how was your experience? That too, we have to think. You have to. Because whatever you have read, in the same manner, questions will be not asked. So we have to think how to now rephrase our content, how to organize our content, whatever we know according to the demand of the question. Very good. That should be the spirit. Names of the project and places are difficult to remember. It is. But with time, with revision, you can. So I wanted to demonstrate through it that how important your daily revision is, how important your daily reading of newspaper is. If you are just focusing on monthly compilations, at the end of the month only you are taking the current affairs compilation and you are reading it, then it won't be effective for you. Hope I was able to convey that because you have experienced it. Yes. Now you only tell me, if you are revising it on daily basis and if you are reading it properly through newspapers, will it not be more effective and efficient for you? Aishwar, Roshni, Khushi, Catherine, am I right on this? Yes. Okay. So this is it with today's workshop. And live answer writing we have discussed, we have seen. Now I will show you what was the demand of the question. Let's discuss that. So the question was, there was a quote, and in this context you had to write you had to comment upon the India-Maldives relationship. And the quote was, our centuries-old relationship is growing with political trust, economic cooperation, and coherent strategic policies between two countries. So this was the statement of President Soli when he visited India just 3-4 days back. So this was a statement from his speech. So this is what UPSC also does. They will take these statements and they will frame a question around it. So what you have to do, you have to decode it and you have to organize the content. That how first you need to comment in introduction that what is the nature of India-Maldives relationship and how it started. You can make the timeline the way we have discussed. And then you come to the demand of the question, that how this relationship over a period of time has grown because of the political trust. So whatever we have discussed under diplomatic relation, that you can bring. Economic cooperation, you talk about economy, trade, infrastructure development, the projects which are going on, and coherent strategic policies, be it related to security, be it related to the Sagar, Indian Ocean region, India first. India first is the Maldives foreign policy in order to counter China's dominance, in order to capitalize the blue economy. So you talk from all those point of view. Location in Indian Ocean region, climate change point of view, futuristic aspect. So you talk from that point of view, and then you give a conclusion that how our relations should be. So whatever we have discussed in the way forward, the same points you can write in the conclusion. Now you tell me, did you get some idea that how to organize the content which you know according to the demand of the question? Yes or no? Yes, Roshni, holistic coverage is must. Otherwise, we will be clueless in the exam and we will never be able to understand the demand of the exam. Okay. So with this, we have come to the last agenda of the today's workshop, that is doubt session. Okay, so if there are any doubts, please ask your doubts. So should we write in points or paras? Introduction and conclusion in paragraph and rest of the things in point-wise format. Okay. Okay, so please ask your doubts. If there are any doubts, I'm happy to address those doubts. Come on. Now ask your doubts related to current affairs, whatever doubts are there, you can freely ask. So doubt session. Any doubts? Let me know if there is no doubt. Our session is over. However, I have tried my best to cover the doubts in a holistic manner whenever I was taking this session. There only we have integrated, but still, if there are a few more, we are happy to take that. Sir, sir, any availability of yesterday's recorded class? So are you there in Selfprep's Telegram channel, Catherine? If you are there, then just check the messages above. They would have posted the link of the video which they have uploaded on the Telegram channel. So I think I have, we have in the today's session, somebody from Selfprep. Okay, so Sohamji, if you are there, then please share the, please address the query where they will find the link of yesterday's session. How to answer society related question from current affairs in holistic manner? That will depend that what is the nature of the question. But to tell you briefly, what I can advise is that it depends upon the examples, that what examples you are using from the current affairs to substantiate society based your observations to increase the dimensions, and then your data examples, they can help you in analyzing the society based question and the recent trends, the impact of society, the impact of technology on the society, impact of globalization on the society. So your observation, your examples, your data will help you in analyzing any society related issues from the current affairs in holistic manner. Are we good? Sirja? I sure only reading NCERT is enough, or should I read other books? You should, you have to, I sure. So for you, I told you that we will have one holistic discussion. You please message me on my Telegram channel. Since you have time, we can plan accordingly. Okay. Any other doubts? We are open for doubts, guys. You can ask. No doubt. Khushi, do you have any doubt? Roshni, Catherine, is there any doubt? If not, then let's wind up the session for the day. Hope you all had good time. You all had good learning. Hope it was empowering. And I will request that if you have not gone through yesterday's video, do go through that. The 2 videos of the workshop, it will make sense to you. You will be able to understand in a holistic manner what you have to do at your own level, how to cover it, how to extract information. And if it is still painful, then we have our ACE program. You can join that. And you can always reach out to us in case of any doubt. Okay, guys? So take care, study very well, and feel free to discuss any doubt which you are encountering. But yes, only point I want to I will reiterate is that never underestimate yourself, and whenever you are preparing, prepare in a holistic manner. Because if you are not preparing in holistic manner, then nothing will happen. You will, with passing year, you will just give your number of years, you will add number of years to your preparation, but result will not happen. So focus and work in right direction. Then only expect for some change, expect for some positive result. Okay. Okay. So take care. See you all sometime whenever we will have any other session. And in case if you have any doubt, feel free. Take care. Bye-bye. See you all. Bye-bye.